segment is sponsored by Sassy Green Interiors, a full-service design firm bringing style and expertise to renovations, new builds, and fresh updates across the Indianapolis area and beyond. Today's tour is so exciting. We're touring this home built in the late 1800s, and it has been completely renovated. You can see the charm as we walk through. Also in the back, the homeowner has totally renovated her garage space to create a perfect office space for her. This is a tour you don't want to miss. Let's go check it out.
Hello,
Hi,
welcome.
Christy. How are you?
Good. Come on in.
This is Christy, and she is the homeowner of this charming house. I noticed you have this little porch. It's so charming. I've been hanging out there in the evenings.
Yes, and the school bus always picked up kids right in front of my sidewalk. So the kids in bad weather from all around.
Oh,
this was the
really?
bus stop. Yeah, you know.
You can make them hot chocolate while they're waiting.
It's too hot for this today, but this fireplace does work. So like they would be in here when the weather wasn't great.
Is so nice.
This was probably always some kind of parlor room because it had the built-in trim. The trim had to get replaced in the renovation, but you can see over here, but you can see in the corners, everything in this house is pretty plain and basic, but the trim in those two corners is a little bit more ornate. So that means this room was probably one of the fancier rooms.
Okay, yeah.
In a not very fancy house.
So this is your dining room, and it leads into your family room in the kitchen. And this is obviously has been updated recently.
Everything from this room was definitely original, and everything from this opening back was done around 2019.
Okay, wow.
So
really
I had a little kitchen. So there was like an opening right here, and there was a little kitchen right here. And so that kitchen came off, and then everything from here back is new.
And then you did a pitch ceiling, which is really pretty.
Yeah, well, it's not a big space, but this kind of helped give it the appearance of a little more size, and tried to tie in everything and some of the roof line issues that I had from a couple of the additions.
Okay.
So like this pitch in this angle matches what's in the very front of the house. And then like these windows match the size of the windows from the front bedroom, and just try to bring it all together.
And you have some beautiful artwork. This is gorgeous. Is this from a local artist?
I have a lot of lovely art, I'm very fortunate. My mother-in-law is an artist. She recently passed away, but this was modeled after a painting that my daughter and I loved when we were in Paris. We called it our Monet-ish painting.
It's really pretty.
We changed the colors, and she had to change some things so she wouldn't get sued by the Monet estate. But no,
really?
she's incredibly talented, and my favorite paintings that is not done by my mother-in-law. This yellow one, it is done by my neighbor Peter, who is an amazing artist.
Oh wow!
And I had been in their house many times, and I just love this painting. And he did an art sale, and so I went to his art sale, like it's kind of in the garage. It was kind of like out in the garage in the yard and stuff. And I was like, Peter, and I looked through all of it, and it wasn't this one. And his mom was so gracious because she knew I loved this painting. She went in and she's like, Christy, would you like to buy this one? I was like, yes. And so she sold it to me like off her wall.
Oh wow!
But he's an amazing artist. And parts of this renovation is my table. When we took this wall down, there were the studs. The studs were this 100-plus-year-old wood, and my carpenter just loved it. And he was like, Christy, we have to turn this into a table. And I was like, great. And so we managed to build it to fit this very big space because I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do. This is probably new, like the connector pieces. Yeah. But the stuff in the middle is all my old wood. So yes, I like to say
so cool.
I paid a lot of money to turn my own wood into a table.
I'm sure you did.
But it's fun. An interesting part of my house is that it came with original abstracts going back to 1824. because the house had been in the same family since 1940 and they kept a lot of things. So it was very interesting to not only see what a very old abstract looks like. This is the first page of the abstract from 1824 when the land was sold to David Hoover from President John Quincy Adams as part of the federal land grant of 1820. The abstracts, oops, that was not good. Okay, the abstracts track the sale of the land. So not necessarily the house, but you can track the sale of the abstract. And again, it went to many Zionsville families, the Sweeneys, the Fords, the Starkeys, and you can track when the price jumps up. That's probably when the house was first built, which we believe is around 1895. I had lived on Main Street a long time ago. I love the village. My parents lived in the village on 3rd Street, or they did. And I've been in almost most of the old houses because, again, I love them when they're for sale and stuff. Mm-hmm. And when you go through them, you see things you like and you don't like. And what I really wanted to accomplish was not adding on big space and then not using the small space. Because sometimes you see that it's a net addition of 520 square feet. Wow. Which is not big. No. It was a really nice amount of space to make the house more usable. And so it improved the old house and hopefully added this part on without making it look like it didn't originally exist. So
it fits really well.
I mean, again, I bought my house in 2006 and I did it in 2018, 19. So I had a long time to think about
what you needed,
what I wanted and needed and all that.
China hutch?
Yes. And it definitely was built for the house. When exactly is hard to tell because, I mean, it fits like a shoehorn in between the two moldings. And these are both old.
You can tell it's really well made and it's really well preserved.
Yeah, well, I think because people like me put in these dishes that I never use. So it ends up being more
so it's like it's decorative. Definitely a showcase piece.
Like if it was used like my kitchen cabinets, it probably wouldn't look like this. You can come into my room. You can see the molding in the corners here match the fancy molding in the living room. So this was definitely probably a fancy room. Whether it was a bedroom or not, hard to exactly know. Where the vanity is over here, this was a double door that went into the living room. So you could open it and like open it so the walkway was big. So airflow, in old houses, because there was no, HVAC stuff would be available. So I closed that off in the addition to make it, more like a room. So this bathroom was an addition. So from here out was grass. This was not part of the original house. And so this is just on a crawl space. And what was interesting when they were attaching this bathroom to the house, my contractor called me out and I was like, oh God, every time he called me out, it was like, you're going to spend a whole bunch more money. But this one wasn't to spend more money. This was an actual do you want to see what your house is sitting on? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
do I? Kind of just sitting on the ground with like some stones. And I mean, the way they did foundations was interesting to be sure, but also just not how we do it today.
Okay. I definitely love your floors.
Thank you. Me too.
And it's what I picked out for my bathroom. So you went with the marble herringbone pattern. Yes. I love it. And
it's heated in the winter. So which is nice.
That is so nice.
Heated. Lots of heating. But the floor is amazing because I can set it on a timer. Yes. So one of my kids' bedrooms / guest room. And this room is not, it may have been an add-on, but it was a long time ago add-on. You can see the floor is a little bit down.
Oh yeah.
But the basement, there is a basement under this, so it's a mystery.
So you could tell with the flooring that the flooring looks like it's possibly original flooring.
This floor, yes. These are actually my grandparents' real tennis rackets that they used to play with. Yes, I play tennis. My kids play tennis. My son and I went to that U.S. Open together, the 2023 one. Oh, so cool. I just decided to make this tennis room.
Oh, cute!
Since he's not here anymore, on a daily basis. That's cute. That we actually use the most, and then painting that my mother-in-law did, And this is Potato Creek State Park up in northern Indiana in the winter. It's one of my favorites. Laundry room, which is probably my favorite room. My laundry room was like a closet before, and now it's big. and a mud roomy area. Like my mud room was a closet, and yeah.
This is a wonderful laundry room.
Yes, and it's bright, so you know.
Yeah.
And then a little powder room off of here. So my house originally had one bathroom, and now I'm swimming in bathrooms.
That's great.
So might have overdone it a little bit on the bathroom.
Was that little window always there?
No, because this was nothing. This was grass.
Oh, okay.
This was back porch.
Wow.
But like we did the window, so as long as the door's open, you know, you can see the window from the rest of the house, so it helps bring light in.
I like how the windows in the laundry room match the window in the bathroom.
Yeah, bathroom. When I bought the house, this was the only bathroom in the whole house. It's off the dining room, which is interesting. This house has no hallways. It's just a room and then a room and then a room, and so the bathroom is right off the dining room, which is convenient or inconvenient. But this has been so this had to be renovated pretty early, like in just a Band-Aid kind of way when I moved in, because there was a window in the shower that was like about to fall out. Oh, it turned out sweet, and
it's cute.
It's all we had for a long time, and it worked just fine. Carriage house that I renovated into my garage. This was my first renovation project. So I moved in 2006, did this 2007 because I needed somewhere to work. So the garage was old, and this was a workspace that you accessed like through a pull-down ladder. So, and I tried to design it so it could be used for workout space, nanny quarters. Someone other than me needs it to be not
like
an
a guest
office.
house.
Yeah, and what's fun is this window. So like this did have this big picture area existed like in the old garage, and it opened like this, probably because they stored hay up here, maybe, I was told, and you could pull up a truck and like dump the hay in from here.
I like the little cute fans that you have.
Well, the fans help. You know, the HVAC is just one of these in like hotel room kind of thing, so the fans kind of help move the air. If you want to see the bathroom, it's because when I did this, I only had one bathroom in the house, so I'm like, I'm not going to do all this work and not put a bathroom out here. Spaces, so watch your head. But I did a full bath just because, again, it seemed to make more sense if I was going through all the work to put in a bathroom.
Yeah, and then you could really use this as like a guest space. Thank you so much, Christy, for sharing your home with us, and I can tell that you really love it and you put a lot of work into it, so we really appreciate it.
Well, it's my pleasure. I've enjoyed sharing it with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching Rebuild and Revive. We will see you next time.